All right, guys, the Bitcoin price just broke out like we said with DavinciJ15 in yesterday's episode. The question everyone is asking right now is, will the Bitcoin price still go to $9,400 or will it be rejected and roll over? Today we will talk with DavinciJ15 about the exact trading setup from yesterday, about a continuation trade and where the price might be going to in the immediate short term. In the end, we have a very important altcoin update which might surprise you. It might really catch you by surprise. But before we start with all of that crazy stuff, we want to ask the most important question of today. DavinciJ15, how are you doing today, my man?
I'm doing great. Thanks for asking. How about you, dude?
I'm also doing great. Da Vinci, you even get a little cold and you are still here in the episode to drop your knowledge bomb. So massive, massive appreciation that you are taking your time, even though you have a cold. I can see you are in your office. You are working day and night on Paradise World. So thank you so much for that. And we have crazy stuff to discuss today. Just for everyone watching, give a like as a sign of massive appreciation for Da Vinci taking his time. So Da Vinci, maybe we can pull up the charts, and while you're doing that, I want to show some really interesting things because, like, the MMCrypto team nearly broke out in tears. If we go below that video from yesterday in the comment section of the Bitcoin video we did yesterday, we shared our Bybit trade, like our potential Bybit trade. And some people left comments like it was crazy. For example, this woman here, she said, "Thank you, Da Vinci and Chris. I had sold my Bitcoin but bought back due to your advice." Like, it's not financial advice, but she said, "Got back all my losses that night by day, subscribed and liked forever." Then someone else said, "The bear trap just happened," as we talked about the bear trap yesterday. Or here, this guy said, "It broke out, Da Vinci. Thanks for the tip." Or someone else like Omar, he said, "It seems you are right. Thank you very much." And or this was a great comment. Like, "Thanks for this call. I made a fortune out of it. I had another Bybit link, but made a new one to support you and got another $60. So thank you so much for that. Thanks for all the love. Like, sometimes we get some hate comments, but it's like always so great to see this kind of great comments and people actually profiting even from that potential trades. So Da Vinci, maybe we can go into the setup. I mean, the trade is still in a huge profit, but what is your game plan right now for everyone who is already in the trade, and what is your game plan right now for everyone who maybe missed out on that? So where is the price going to in the immediate short term according to the TA?
Well, currently, right, you can see that we bottomed here, and it was a nice bottom. I know some people who got into this trade must have felt some serious heat because, you know, you saw how the price came all the way down in here, and then it seemed like we were gonna lose this trade, but then it just turned around with a nice, beautiful W and just went, "See you when I see ya." It was a beautiful, beautiful trade. I hope you were able to get into this one. I was in the States at the time, and because of that, I couldn't, I didn't have a VPN, and I couldn't get in on this trade. And now I'm going to start looking for a VPN every time I travel, because I go to the States an awful lot. So
that can be expensive.
Exactly. So next time when I get a VPN, I won't miss out on such trades. I recommend everybody get a VPN if you live in the United States, because eventually things could get very ugly in the U.S. because I don't understand how they don't let you make your own money in the U.S. It's just silly, but whatever. That's the rules. And then
you know what? I will leave a link to a VPN. It's a non-referral link. It's just NordVPN. I will leave a link in the description down below. We don't have a referral agreement yet, but I will leave it there regardless. Or maybe I take the Moon's referral link even, so at least he profits from that. But everyone who is interested in a VPN, I will drop one there in the pinned comments down below.
All right, so let's take a look at a continuation trade. Now, I've been looking into this 23.6 continuation trade that I've been testing out with a few other traders, and it seems to be working out really well. So let's give it a shot here. If you're interested in buying in here and seeing if you can make a profit, you could go and do this particular continuation trade up to 38.2. If we don't break this 38.2, here, let's just make
which is $8,116 US.
Which is $8,116. If we don't break that, you can get a 3-to-1 off of this if you want to continue. If you want to like try your hand here on a risky This is a risky continuation trade because we're just testing out this particular setup.
Yes.
And it seems to be working so far for us in their test case of trading. But the the safer trade would be to do this bot trade, which is I learned from what's it called, Try. And basically what it is let me just copy this particular, this line here. Come on, give me that line. Copy. I'm going to clone that. And so wherever this bottoms, it might not bottom here. I think it should at least bottom here. But if it doesn't bottom here, you just move this around. And
wow.
And that's where you're going to be. That's where your target would be at the top of this AB equals CD. And then, but what you have to wait for is 3 bottoms. So when you have what you do is go after this AB equals CD. You're looking for 1 bottom and then another bottom which is higher and another bottom which is higher. Once that fires, that's where you're going to take your trade all the way up to the top up here. That's probably the safer trade, but it takes a while. You have to wait for more information. You have to wait for more our candlesticks to really decide if that trade is worthwhile taking. That's why I decided not. I don't like the bot trade that much because you have to wait so long. You have to sit in front of your computer too long before you could actually take the trade. So with this one, with using the Fibonacci levels, right? You can see, hey, you know what? We could already take this trade. Traders got to trade, so you want to get in on something. And here, this one probably give you a nice entry level at what's the entry levels at 8,200.
Yes.
And we're going all the way up to 8,400 is where you would take profits. Now, if you're in this larger trade, of course, what I suggest you do is take profit. You should move your stop to the 61.8. We come back down here.
Yes.
That's probably not a good sign. And so you should probably take some profits. So set your stop losses at the 79.82 level so that you do walk away with some profits. Right?
Okay, so right now we have a very easy setup for everyone who is already in the trade and who is sitting on significant gains right now after signing up through our Bybit link here. Thank you so much for that, for the support, and also congrats to your bonus. After you did that, you could, like what DaVinci would suggest is, just for himself, for his own strategy, moving the stop loss into the profit area at the 61.8, $8,000 roughly. Which is the good thing about that is even if the price goes south, you will be stopped out in a profit. If you have missed out on the trade yesterday, a possible entry point would be actually the 23.6, which is DaVinci $8,200 approximately, and then you would be looking out for a first profit take at $8,455, which is approximately this level over here. So far, so good, DaVinci. That's the immediate short term. What do you think about if we go into the midterm, if we zoom out a little bit, because you had some really interesting findings which you shared prior to the episode.
Yeah, well, if we go to the weekly charts, right, we can see that we've bounced off of the 100-week moving average, and this is a good sign. We don't want it to break down here because that looks very disastrous.
Oh yeah.
But we have to break above the 13 EMA to really start into a bullish run move higher. If we so much as just roll over on the 13 EMA, things could get really ugly really fast, and I think that we might end up doing that into this area all the way down because honestly this move really reminds me of the altcoins. It was too far, too fast. And everybody there's a lot of people who profited on here, and the markets love to punish people
Yeah.
and scare people out of their hands. This is the only way that they're going to get bitcoins. The industry, the people who are at the banks and stuff like that. The only way they can get bitcoins is if you sell it to them.
Of course, yeah. You have to. They have to create panic, and as you also said previously to the recording, this is basically the first time we have the Wall Street guys involved within a bull trend. So these guys are obviously playing with us. They are playing with our emotions. They are playing with the Bitcoin price, which is easy to manipulate. So they are bringing it back down. They create fear to create selling pressure, just to buy into that selling pressure. If you have long-term holding Bitcoin, always keep that in mind. Don't let these guys play with you. And if it's long-term holding Bitcoin, just keep it as it is, guys. Take your trading portfolio, do with that whatever you want. Like, you can follow us, you can follow someone else, you can follow yourself, but take your holding portfolio as it is and be aware of that they are only playing with you, and they will eventually get your Bitcoin if you let them play with you.
Exactly. Because that's what they do. This is what they do on the stock market, and they're really good at it. So keep that in mind. If you feel that the sentiment is too high here, they will punish us and bring the price down. Right now, looking good to come back up to the 13 EMA. At least look at it, right? And then we have to see what else they're going to do. Going to the monthly, we got a little bit more, even more good news here. It's going to be very difficult for them to take the price down below the 13 EMA on the monthly chart. You can see here, we're even in this huge blow off run, right? It was very difficult to break down the 13 monthly EMA. They tried, and once they finally broke, right, it broke the backs of the buyers. You can see that happening over here as well. So this is the first time we're coming to the 13 EMA, so don't be surprised if we have a bounce off of it, and then we'll see where we go. So obviously we should see some sort of a bounce into the 9,000 area, just to continue on saying, hey, you know what, 13 EMA, these guys are not going to break this that easily. They're going to need at least another month or two in order to break that 13-month EMA.
So in the short term, just to conclude that in the immediate short term, it is more or less bullish. Maybe we can see prices of 8,400, 8,600, even up to 9,200 US dollars in the midterm. Looking from that perspective right now, it looks more or less bearish. We might roll over at the 9,200 level and find lower prices of maybe even up to 5,400. However, once we reach the point of 9,200, we have to observe the 13 EMA. And when we are able to break it and confirm the breakout, of course, that will be bullish nevertheless. From the standpoint right now, bullish short term, bearish midterm, and long term. I mean, we have to all agree on that. Long term, we should be very, very bullish. If not, like, I don't know, why are you even watching? So, DaVinci, yeah. We have some updates regarding the altcoins, and I can already tell everyone, if you're watching this might catch you by surprise. Before we do that, I want to remind everyone, if you want to support our channel, remember in the pinned comment there is a Bybit link. If you already have an account, you can already make one trade at the account. If you have a long trade or so, or short trade, you can only do that with one account. If you want to trade also in the short term or make scalp and swing trading, you need a second account. So make sure you click it, you support us, and also of course you can get a bonus, and you will find our tutorial there. But right now, let's go into the more interesting stuff. What about the altcoins? Right now, DaVinci, if we go into the comment section, we will see maybe everyone hating on altcoins. No one likes them. What is your view on the altcoin section right now?
Well, I think this is the perfect time to start collecting up altcoins. I'm looking to buy, because this is what made me a significant amount of money the last time around. I started buying alts pretty much in the same around the same amount of time that took them all the way up to 2000. Took the alts up to the all-time highs. Now, keep in mind, I'm not saying that we're going to see some like non-stop like pumps that we've seen back in 2017, but we will see some coins that go 10x and then come all the way back down. Yes. Or go do 2x and then come all the way back down. And then you could actually make some serious money from that just using the little old lady strategy. And so I am using my dry powder to buy very small amounts of these alts, right? Because you know what, nobody's liking them. You can't even give them away, the alts.
Yes, yes.
And that's why this is where I feel that we're at the prime spot to buy. And especially since we're going into tax loss selling season, I think people are I'm going to be setting a lot of stink bids, basically prices way underneath the market to buy and get some cheap, extra cheap altcoins.
And cheap is our favorite number. Also, for everyone watching, like sometimes we have to make that even more clear. It does not mean that the altcoins will start pumping tomorrow. We are talking about the beginning of a nibbling in season. So if you are interested in altcoin, you can start right now to nibble in. And maybe towards the halvening or so, you have accumulated and created some cost average in altcoins. And then you can put your, limit sell orders and stuff in. It does not mean you buy right now, you sell in a month, and you are in a profit. If you buy right now in a month, maybe it's even lower. It's the start of the nibbling in season for cost averages. I wanted to make that even clearer for everyone. But DaVinci, thank you so much. I mean, I have seen your altcoin trades, some of them back in the days. You have shown them to me afterwards. They were crazy AF. So if we can get a small percentage of that, that would be already very, very good and could serve it would be enough for the whole community probably. So thank you so much for dropping that on us also. Very nice Bitcoin content, very nice altcoin content. And I mean, to wrap it up, we can see you are sick and you are still working on Pandora's Wallet. So do you have any updates to share maybe?
Yeah, today we're just rolling out some new server updates. And we're going to be doing a discount promo this weekend. So look for that in the coming week.
Nice. And of course, as always, we will share all the discount promos in our community on Telegram, here on YouTube. In the pinned comments, you will find that as the time passes. And for everyone watching, thank you so much for watching. Always keep in mind, if you want to support us, if you do not want to trade on BitMEX anymore with all the system overlords, with all this crazy bugs going on whenever the market is going crazy, go over to Bybit. We have a link in the description down below. Make sure you check it out. And also, of course, and also, of course, you will find all the Pandora's Wallet links in the description down below as well. So that being said, DaVinci, I don't know if you can still say some last words before we wrap up today's episode. So the volume is not working, but I can translate that. Do not get wrecked, guys. So thank you so much for watching, and we will see each other at the next one of MMCrypto. A Bybit tutorial is popping up right here. If you want to know how to use Bybit properly, how to set a stop loss and stuff, make sure you click it right now. Go to Pandora's Wallet, check it out, smash the like button, subscribe to our channel. So thank you so much for watching, guys. And as always, bye-bye.